Royal masks and dressing for the Stuart court. In the 17th century, royal masks were immensely popular. These were not simple court entertainments, but lavish theatrical performances filled with music, dance, spectacle, and celebration. Queens such as Anne of Denmark and Henrietta Maria regularly took part, wearing extraordinary costumes designed to impress and to communicate power, beauty, and symbolism. Today, we're at Hampton Court Palace. My name is Nadia, and I'm Vicky. We're exploring how people dressed in the Stuart era, but not for an everyday occasion. Oh no, this is for a royal mask. And today, I'll be attending one in a recreation of a dress made for Queen Henrietta Maria in 1632. You've already got your undergarments on. This is essentially your underwear, right? Yes, exactly. I've started with my shift, which is the layer worn closest to the skin. It protects the outer garments from the body and the body from the garments. I'm also wearing silk stockings, though in winter these could be made of wool. They're held up beautifully as well. Yes, with these lovely silk garters. I notice you've already put your shoes on. Is that normal? It's highly advisable. Once you put your stays on, getting shoes on afterward becomes extremely difficult. Speaking of stays, tell us about what you're wearing. These are a pair of stays. They lace up at both the front and the back, so I can manage much of it myself, though I do need help. They're not meant to be painfully tight. Instead, they form the foundation of the dress, supporting everything else and creating the correct Stuart silhouette. So how comfortable are stays to wear? One of the great things about stays is that they're adjustable. Women's bodies change over time, through childbirth or simply with age, and the lacing allows the garment to adapt. The dresses work with that flexibility too. This is the first of my petticoats, made of linen. It protects the silk layers and helps regulate temperature, keeping me cooler or warmer depending on conditions. Is this something you could put on by yourself? Yes, it's very simple. 2 ties at the back and 2 at the front. And this next layer? This is a bum pad, which can be stuffed with horsehair or straw. It ties around the waist and allows the petticoats to hang correctly. It creates shape at the hips and extends the line at the back. What it really does is raise my status. It makes me take up more space, giving a sense of importance. The bum roll appears throughout many periods. It starts small, becomes enormous during the Elizabethan era, and by the Stuart period it's reduced again, continuing to shrink into Victorian times. So is this your skirt? No, this is another petticoat, much more elaborate. It's a carnation pink, but there will still be another skirt worn over it. This is absolutely stunning. And this is the final skirt? Yes, this outfit recreates a dress worn by Queen Henrietta Maria in a mask called Tempe Restored in 1632. Her entrance was spectacular. She was lowered from the ceiling in a jeweled chariot. Everything about her appearance needed to be a showstopper. What sources tell us she wore a dress like this? We only have a few. There are pencil sketches by Inigo Jones, a famous mask designer, and a miniature portrait showing Henrietta Maria in a starred blue bodice. There are also written descriptions that hint at the colors. From this, researchers reconstructed the silhouette and palette. You can see many details here, like the stars, which match designs commonly available in the Stuart era. Today, similar work is mostly done by military braid specialists. The swirling decoration at the hem might represent sunbeams, described in contemporary texts, and the edging would have shimmered in candlelight. Definitely a showstopper. Would you like help fastening at the back? Yes, please, I'll need help here. Perfect. Next come the sleeves. They're not attached? No, they're separate and tie on to the stays. There are quite a few ties. All these layers add to the theatrical weight and presence of the costume. And this piece? This is the stomacher, pinned on to the stays. It covers the front and creates the illusion that the bodice is one continuous piece, even though the dress is actually made of many separate parts. We're adding a partlet now for extra coverage, as Henrietta Maria was portraying a more modest character. Can you explain this belt-like detail? Yes, in Inigo Jones' sketches, we see a decorative belt meant to represent sunbeams, so it must go on before the bodice. At this stage, you can really tell this is a theatrical costume, designed to be seen from a distance, bold and striking. Here we have two bodices. Which one will you wear? You could wear both for puffier sleeves, but this one is more appropriate for the mask itself. The other could work as an evening gown. Then I'll choose this one. You look incredible. Is this an exact replica of Henrietta Maria's dress? It's as close as possible while still being practical today. The sunbeams and stars represent her role as divine beauty. The colors are symbolic too. This blue, known as watchet, was worn across classes, but also strongly associated with the Virgin Mary. The carnation pink beneath reflects Marian imagery seen in religious art. Henrietta Maria was a Catholic queen in a Protestant country, and she likely influenced the design herself, possibly embedding a subtle message. The raised hem may look unusual today, but it allowed the feet to be seen while dancing, and perhaps a glimpse of that pink petticoat beneath. The final touch is this crown. And now I'm ready. Break a leg in your performance.